Good morning. I'm pleased to have with me now Ann Reeder, who's the Executive Director of the Wilkinson Center in Dallas, Texas. Ann, it's a pleasure to have you with us this morning. Tell us a little bit about the Wilkinson Center.
Good morning, Bob. It's a pleasure to be with you. The Wilkinson Center started 41 years ago in a little church in East Dallas when the minister looked out and saw kids digging through the dumpster for food. And he just thought that cannot stand. So as his sons told me, he got a bunch of little gray-haired ladies to help him start a food pantry and a clothes closet. And so all these years later, we're serving about 10,000 people a year. We still have a food pantry. We have emergency services for rental assistance, even, repairing people's cars or whatever they need to get them back on their feet, because we really serve the working poor. And it's usually mom and dad that are both working, but still just can't quite get ahead. So we also are the second largest provider of adult education in Dallas. So we provide the basic training for GED, speaking English, but we also have all kinds of certification programs. And we work very closely with other groups in Dallas, especially Dallas College, to help people get the education that they need to support their families.
That's fantastic. This is so exciting. And unfortunately, that need is very prevalent still. Hopefully someday we can move past that. But when we first encountered each other a few years ago, things, on the database side weren't all that stellar at the time. Can you share a little bit about, what situation was before you got involved with InfoGrow?
Yeah, so I was pretty new to Wilkinson Center. All of our technology was really bad. We really had no kind of a database for our clients. I mean, we had little pockets of data, but I heard about CRM. So actually, I engaged a company in Dallas that right away went out of business. So then I thought, oh my gosh, I have a CRM system. What am I going to do with it? I certainly can't fix it. So I Googled and I found InfoGrow. And I started talking to Bob, and that began our partnership many years ago. And our CRM system has grown through the years. It has so much information about our clients. Here's a good example. We just had our back to shoe drive. So we can very easily go into our database and identify families who have school-age children to ask them if they'd like to participate and get back to school shoes for their kids. For the turkey drive at Thanksgiving and the toy drive at Christmas, it's having that information not just about our clients or students, but also about the kids and their family.
That's great. I remember you had an on-premise copy of CRM, Dynamic CRM, that wasn't completed for you, and you were struggling also with the technology of servers and keeping all that moving. And we were able to help you go out and attain a technology grant, I think, at the time, to move that to online,
Right.
To put that database online. We started with the pantry, I believe, in terms
Yes.
of the ad. I believe we put in a kiosk for people to self-register in the pantry.
A self-check-in, 2 tablets to check in the pantry, which saves people so much time. They don't have to go and check in with somebody at the desk, but it also lets them know when they do need to update their information. So
Right.
yeah, we use it every day.
And then we added the educational component to that for all your courses.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember doing different languages of the forms, the application forms,
Right.
From the register for them to come in. And then recently, I think we've deployed a job matching sort of process for you,
Yes,
in terms of the system.
That's right. We have an employment specialist now. And so we're we're developing that so that we can, because a lot of people come to us for jobs, and sometimes they need just a job in the present because they're really in sort of a chaotic situation, to keep them, to sustain them while they get their education, working to that better job in the future.
So what's been the impact of us working together here?
Gosh, I just think it really gives us an advantage. I belong to a group of agencies, and they're mostly small faith-based organizations that are supported by a foundation. And I know that they felt like I kept harping on it, but I kept just saying, really, technology is so important, because right now, to be a nonprofit, you can't just say, we're doing good things, so you need to give us money. You actually have to show them what you're doing. You have to show the data. It's just, the mission is one thing, the work is another. And that's how modern philanthropic giving is. It's a business. And so if you don't have the technology, if you can't provide the data, then you can't get funded, honestly. And so I was kind of harping on that to this group. And then, the pandemic came, and all they had was to reach their clients were their cell phones. So we're really lucky that we had CRM.
How's it been to work with our team? I mean, what has InfoGrow been able to, how's it been to work with InfoGrow in this?
Oh, it's been great. You guys have always helped us. I know our former program director, Rachel, hated technology. And then she became such a fan of CRM that I think she added about 1 million different lines of information. And I know you guys are working with Rena right now, and she and Tanya have a great relationship. But I'll give an example. Rena said Tanya was on vacation, and I called her about something, and Rena said, "Oh, listen, this can wait till you get back." And so Tanya handled it that day on her vacation, whatever it was. So I really appreciate the fact that you all have been there for us to give us updated information and helping us stay up to date with our technology.
Well, I appreciate those comments so much, Ann, and I'm looking forward to a number of years of continuing working with you. I know there's other ideas down the path. I have some that I want to share with you too as we go forward, of things I think that you guys could benefit from. But we'll get to that.
Okay. I really have enjoyed working with you guys, and honestly, you saved me CRM because I really needed somebody that I could depend on to help us grow our agency and grow our technology. So thank you, Bob.
Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you so much.
Bye.